was my Luca special. And the funny part is, everybody dog book for that, like as if we don't watch Luca do the things that he did.
That's a good argument for it.
That's the funny part. People are like, "Oh, Booker's making fun of," like as we never did watch Luca do the same things.
No, the problem wasn't with me that he did the Luca special, that he was making fun of him. The problem was he sold it like he got hit with a Mauser, okay? And
this is where I hate having Osa win, because Zubats is now going to be freaking dominating in the paint. He's just bigger than everybody.
That's true. Let's pay attention to these Oso minutes.
What are you doing, Oso? Look at that. See how he's not guarding you? Goose took off like he was
How did Goose finish that lefty lay, though? That is crazy.
Do you miss Coach Dud? Yeah, I miss Coach Bud, bro. He was
kind of
really
like a father
dirty.
figure to you.
He was absolutely done dirty, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Coach Bud wasn't really given a chance. You know, like,
you would take Coach Bud right now over Jordan Knott.
Oh yeah, absolutely, bro. Coach Bud wasn't given a real chance, right? Like, it's like, oh, it's not like he had
the problem is that we didn't play random enough for him.
It's not like he didn't have a super. He went from one team with a superstar in Giannis to another team with a superstar like KD. It's not like we gave him a team like that or anything. You know what I mean? We gave him a bunch of bums, and he just couldn't work with it. We let him go too early. Okay, we let him go way too early.
6th year of the Clippers head coach, 10th overall. Trying to guide his team to their first.
I want to say things about Ty Lue's appearance, but I won't. Okay. I'll send you a meme.
Brian, I'm never moving my cranium, and if you want me to move, all Gabe's gonna do is put his cranium right there, and then you have to look at a freaking light bright. So what would you rather see?
How about this?
Dark skin?
We can no, just relax where you're at. Just relax where you're at. Perfect. And this is slightly more accurate.
Why do you make me small, bro? Are you small?
Well, I'm just saying that, then they can see the score just fine.
Gabe, I hate you so much. This is accurate. Sundo's short. The funny part is,
it does look funny. It looks hilarious.
You know the funny part about this whole thing? Is the fact that, as if I didn't tell everybody I was a foot shorter than you, as if I hadn't said it enough, then they're like, look at how short Sundo is, as if you weren't told from the beginning. As if it was a running joke about how I would body 6'9" Eric from freaking Blazers Uprise. As if that's not a running joke. Wow.
I'll join you down here. It's like, honey, I shrunk the podcast host.
Lower yourself to my standards. Booker, wow. Wow, did you see that shot from Booker?
It was ridiculous. Honey, I shrunk the us.
It was a turnaround Jordan jumper going out of bounds to his right, shooting to the left. Drano.
So, remember when you said that you thought we had seen the best of Book and he was on the decline now?
I never said that.
Oh, why didn't I write it down which episode that was?
That was last year, wasn't it? I know what you're talking about. I said we could be. I never said we were.
Also stripped by Chris Paul, but it is Suns ball.
But you made the astute point that you thought it was because Kevin Durant was on the team and Booker was going to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, he would just get a lot more shots available. Everything would go up if he was the only star on the team.
Well, no. But my point was, last year Booker didn't really he wasn't as aggressive as he normally was, and he did is it relegate or just basically, what's the word I'm looking for?
Delegate?
Yeah, where you just let KD have the shot. Like, he would just let KD take the shot. Yeah, he would defer to KD. And so I was like, well, maybe Booker is on the decline. We don't know yet. Will we see it? And guess what? He's dropping 30 a game. So he's not. I was wrong. My bad. But you can't deny that he did not look like normal Booker last season. Like, he settled for threes. And we know it's because of Coach Bud, but Booker was like, I'm a 3-point shooter. Stoink.
So moving his above me, I think it would just look weird because there's no border. So like his body would just be cut off. Like when it's like this, it looks like we're like behind this like little bar ting.
Arizona, did you not see the shot that Jalen Green? Like, Jalen Green's going to have his chance after halftime. Poison Ivy. Like, I think games like this always go like that. Like, even teams who are, quote unquote, unmanned. I can't even think of words today. I'm such a wordsmith today. Teams who aren't at full strength will still at least keep up in the first quarter. That's usually how it goes, right? They're gonna get their buckets. It's not like they're all bums on the Clippers. Also, like Paul said, oh man, Zubac, bro, is killing Oso. So
Malawatch, the way he's treating Oso.
Bro, the fact that Zubac has 10 points.
Crazy. Too easy, bro.
2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. Green gets a pick. Green, step back 3.
There's no way. Too lucky. It would have been too lucky.
Going crazy.
Books back
quick
in.
Quick one. Yep, Books back in. Green drives. Green.
It's okay. Good save, Oso. Hey, we can hold for the last shot.
No, we can't.
Last shot of the quarter. Oh, it did. Dag nab.
Booker driving. Pump.
Pump it
Goose.
up. Ain't no way.
What a finger
he
loaf.
hit that left-handed. Left-handed.
From free. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Gray Goose.
Wow. I don't think a Spurs player could do that if they tried. Please no. There we go.
Okay.
What a quarter.
Well, your Suns end up with a late flurry there, as he said there. 11 points from Booker, 8 from Jalen Green, 7 from Gray Goose. I like to see. That's what I like to see. Are we done with the Oso minutes here, Gabe?
Like I just said a few minutes ago, I just wish all the attention and development and minutes that he's getting, all the belief he's getting from Coach Ott, I wish he was doing that for Malawatch instead. I'm ready for him to take all that energy and dump it into Malawatch.
Yeah, it's not that Oso is like complete dog water, because I'll be honest, I think he's got a
Was he a top 10 pick? Is he 7'2" without shoes like I always
No.
like to say?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is like, I don't think he's complete trash. He's got a unique skill set that I know that I see that they want to utilize. It's the fact that right now you keep putting him in versus dudes who are way bigger than him, and you're not putting anybody beside him. You're not putting like you said, like a Nick Richards or even a Malawatch or even somebody like that beside him.
How about
he's
this?
Getting out muscled and out rebounding him, and it makes him look terrible.
How about this? If you don't like the Malawatch idea,
I like the Malawatch idea.
No, not you. I'm just saying perhaps potentially someone in the chat don't like it. Okay, so if you're that guy and you're like, nah, he's not ready. Okay, replace my sales pitch here with Nick Richards instead of Malawatch.
DJ says, a unique skill set. Oso has a unique skill set as a build. He has a actually decent dribbling ability. He does see the court well. He does make good passes, so on and so forth. Like, he has a good skill set like that. But
is it worth it? Is it worth it to get out rebounded?
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make. Is it worth it to get out rebounded?
All right, boyos. Not happy we're losing, but
absolutely not happy.
And a 17-6 second quarter is insane.
Bro,
I did not realize it was this bad.
Yeah, dude. Went absolutely cold, dog. And turning the ball over will do that to you as well.
I'm ready for Jalen Green to come back in the game, please. Please and thank you.
The bedazzled microphone.
Mm-hmm. The bedazzled pinky finger, see? See? You're not the only one that paints your nails with Jalen Green and Caleb Williams. You know? Now, you may be asking yourself right now, is Gabe starving? Well,
I was totally thinking that.
The answer is yes. Okay. Absolutely is the answer.
Always not. We just time you out because it's fun. Because you're annoying as all get out. There's no excuse, dude. We don't need an excuse to time you out ever. Just remember that. You keep coming here, and we abuse you every time. At this point, this is on you, sir.
Oh, man. Ugh. Sit back and get abused, buddy. Green back in?
All of a sudden, the Raiders decide they want to have a good defense. This is stupid. Y'all are biased. We're literally struggling against LA. We're not biased, bro.
There's time and we're down 7 points.
It's not even that.
Bro.
It's not even that, bro. This is like, you seem to be the only person here that thinks we should be world beaters here. Like, you're the only person who acts like it.
I do think we should win this game. We should be winning this game. This is a must win with no Kawhi.
We should be winning this game.
And no Harden. Yeah.
It's so bad I turned on the Broncos game. Give it to my boy. Oh, you suck, Bo Nix.
There's just so much time left of this game, and we're not down that much. I'm not going to panic right now.
I don't know. I'm just not happy right now, dude. We should be up by 10 at least, bro. But we just decided that we're not going to shoot. Some of these rotations where you don't have your scores in. Now all of a sudden we have our scores in. Booker driving. Done, Pumpy. Done to Booker. Man. Booker wide open.
Good
three.
Pass, Ryan Dunn.
Hit. There you go. That's how you draw
pass,
it up.
Ryan Dunn. Nestor, I heard Josh Okogie was doing good for the Rockets the other day. Was it yesterday? No way. Yeah, we got away with it over the back there. Mark Will went over the back on Zoo. Great defense from Book. Great defense from Book. Beal, get your hands off Gillespie, please and thank you. We don't want any of your bad juju rubbing off on him. All right. All right, guys. Welcome into the halftime show. Thank you for hitting that like button. We hit 100 by 2 quarters. Very, very appreciative. Ruben says, not a good half, bro. I'm twiddling it, Romero. Okay, I'm twiddling it. Thinking about it. Dead Corpse, he says, why are we losing, dude? Well, let's take a look at the stats. See if we can't determine that together. So, let's see. 3-point percentage. Oh my gosh, they are only shooting 26%. Not the Suns. The Clippers are shooting 26% from 3. And we're losing. We are shooting 35% from three. So it was a very bad beginning to that quarter, and they did make it up. Remember, it was 17-6 or 16-7 at one point, and we caught up a little bit there. So we're only down 3. It's not a big deal. Just have to have a good second half. Got to come out and play with really good defense. If you were here last stream, you might remember at halftime I told Sundo we need to keep them under 25 points, preferably 19 or 20, maybe 21 points. And I have seen that from the Suns a lot this year so far, early in the season. They come out in the third quarter and usually play their best defense. So we need that. And then we just need to have a quick run and then hang on in the fourth, which I think is very, very plausible for the Suns. It will be eye-opening and very painful to lose this game. I will be pissed. I agree with that, Toasty. I think most people agree. And I would even settle for Nick Richards, or I would settle for Malawach in those 4 minutes, you know? Restart it, Michael. Hopefully it'll fix it for you. Well, Big AZ, I mean, I'd say everybody in this, not everybody, but most of the people in this chat care about the Suns. Debunking your theory. Joseph Anderson says, look at the free throw difference. Otay. They have taken 11 and made 13. We've taken 3 and made 5. There's something. There's something, Joseph Anderson. Mr. Anderson type shit. Poison Ivy says, Gabe, can we get widow woman wefs? You're gonna have to talk to Andrew Tate about that. I may be bald, but I ain't no Andrew Tate. We have no control over that. And remember, diversity is your strength, Poison Ivy. So don't forget about that. Paul said that no call on Williams getting mugged was ridiculous. That was a situation where the refs all choked on their whistle instead of blowing it. Pause. An LMAO. Toasty, I don't think that Oso is that type of dude where, like, he's soft. He's just not long and tall, but he can absolutely not play anything other than 5. You know? Yeah, Sonmex, because in my opinion, if we think we're the type of team, and I do now because of that Spurs win and how Jalen Green's looking right now in this offense, I do think we're the type of team that can make a play-in run and be one of the teams that's fighting to be in the play-in tournament and maybe get into it and maybe win a game in the play-in tournament, which would be a big step up from where we were last year, where we weren't even in the, like, stratosphere of being in that situation. You know? So that's what I'm hoping for. What kind of whistles were they choking on? The same type of whistles that you use when you whistle and you twerk. Okay? We don't need Ruben to find out about that song though. Or Metro. But yeah, Toasty Oso is that type of boy underneath Ott. Like, he's his boy. That's his guy. Oh, Jaleel Moss, thank you, man. We got a gifted membership, and Warren gets the membership. Super appreciate. Oh, and AJ Moss gave us a $10 dono over here on Playback. Oh my God, AZJ Moss. Wish I could say it correctly. Says, just a little tip for the real MVPs. Thanks for the Suns access, fellas. Let's go. Phoenix finish strong. Thank you, man. I'm going to go ahead and hide that so Sundo doesn't try to get his grubby little mitts on it. Burners in the house. Wow. Want to go there. When Mark Williams got fouled, he should have been shooting 2 free throws because it was the Clippers' 5th foul in the first half. These refs are trash again, says Mark Prager. Is that how you say your last name? I agree. It's a terrible call. It's just a situation where you assume the refs blew the call and then decided, no, I'm not going to change my mind. And it's like, okay, bro, thanks. Thanks for helping us out here with a clear call. So I brought that up, Psycho Hawk, and I kind of thought that it would have been him over, that Goose would have went to the bench. You know? Not Ryan Dunn. Like, who's more alike? Who plays more alike? Ryan Dunn and Grayson Allen, or Grayson Allen and Jalen Green? Well, Jalen Green's got 4 for 9 from 3 right now, so I'm going to go ahead and say that they're a more similar style player, although, yeah, no, they're definitely more similar and closer in height. And one of them is potentially going to be an elite defender. One is short and white. Okay? Paul, I agree. Grayson is playing sick, and that is taking probably taking something out of him here. But he's got 7 points. He's gutting it out. Joseph Anderson, that's the $1 million question, says, why does Oso get minutes if he can't defend and has no offense? Well, basically, he's like, I want to say teacher's pet, but it's not like a personality teacher's pet. I mean, I'm sure that's some of it too, but like, he gets it. Like, he probably knows everything. He's a smart player. He's got a high IQ. He probably does all the little things exactly. Oh my God, that looked insane, that Wemby dunk. What the heliante? That doesn't even look real. He's got the trust and admiration of his coach, and they believe in him. It's just when the pedal, hits the metal and things start going fast and it's actual action, you realize, holy cow, this dude's too short to be out here. I'm not saying get him off the team. I'm just saying, can we please see a more appropriately sized person out there? Like your 7'3" giant who can actually shoot threes. And that you fell to you by the grace of God at 10 overall. I don't know. Maybe let him play a little bit instead of Oso. Paul says Clips have 18 to our 7 bench points. So there's another tale of the tape. Remember when Sundo said he'd be right back and then proceeded to take the whole halftime off? Good times. Harry says Beal was cooking. Glad he's not a son anymore. I don't know what he was cooking. He was cooking some
all right.
Disgusting. There he is.
What happened at halftime?
Well, we had it without you.
It's not what I meant. I said what happened up until then. We were down by 3.
Yeah, down 3, not a big deal. People hate Oso in the chat.
Justified here.
You know.
I don't like how we're not getting anything from Colin Gillespie. Usually he's been a good spark plug off the bench.
They've
And
got
with
a lot
5
more
points off
free
the
throws
bench.
than us. We have a better 3-point shooting percentage, but if you look at the free throw disparity, it's pretty crazy.
Discrepancy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's a lot to do with what rotations are right now. I think if Green and Booker were more aggressive, we would get a lot more foul calls. So that's for sure.
I'll BRB. I'll be right here. I'm just gonna order some food.
Order what you order in.
I don't know that I need my brain power to think about it.
Why don't you order Freebirds like a real man?
Let's see how customizable.
Let you get a good old
That's
world
a good
burrito.
idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang it! They closed at 8:45.
That
They
sucks.
stopped taking orders.
Sundo dropped. I didn't drop a foot long. I had to take care of a personal family vendetta.
A foot long.
I had to take care of a personal family issue. Okay.
$5 foot long type shit.
Now Green is doing good, and so is Booker. I like the 16 and 14 points. It's good to see that from both of them. I'd like to see Mark Will get a little bit more points, get a little bit more involved in the paint there. Richards with 2 points, done with 5. Oso, man,
Your boy.
it's interesting, dude.
You refuse to pull him or say one bad word, but go ahead.
I've never not stop it, dude. The fact that Zubas has 16 points for them is just frustrating, dog. Like, if he doesn't have that, we're up by a lot, but we're literally letting him beat us, or at least keep the game close. Should I erase my Oso tattoo? Burner says, nah, keep it, bro. It's a badge of honor. If he does turn around, then you're gonna be the man.
You didn't get rid of your Bender tattoo. Why would you get rid of your Oso tattoo?
The Dragon Bender tattoo.
How could you have a more anime dope name and you waste it?
No VIPs currently. We'll see what happens with the VIP situation. Start of the third quarter.
Ooh. Therapist in the chat, okay? Because they're panicking. Why? They're reaching for the bleach at halftime because we're down 3. I told them exactly what was likely to happen, and it's happening again. I hope you guys appreciate when your boy keeps his wits about him, all right? When your boy keeps his cool, all right? When your boy's out here telling you guys, just relax, we're going to be okay. All right? And I've been underselling the Jalen Green situation because I just didn't want to put undue pressure on him from myself in my own mind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, he wouldn't care. It's not like he would ever know who I am, right? To think that like, oh, this guy's putting pressure on me. But I don't want the pressure on him in my own brain, bro. I don't want to expect more than he's going to be, but damn, he looks good, bro. Damn. Did you expect 24 3/4 in his debut?
Not 24.
No. I'd have been happy with 15.
I would have been happy with 24 in the fourth.
Right. Ruben says, with his 10-month membership message, thank you, Ruby. Says, why do you think I watch this stream? For therapy, Gabe. Well, I'm glad to provide it sometimes. Sundo provides it as well. A lot more soothing from Sundo, I will say. And a lot more sexual. But therapy nonetheless. JoJo is on your side says Jalen needs to be point guard. Lakers are winning because it was designed that they would get Luka for peanuts on the dollar because that would make more money for Adam Silver and his alien head. Okay?
We're never getting credentials if Gabe keeps bashing Adam Silver like that. You need to bow down to that great man, Adam Silver.
That great man, that hero.
Sundo has been locking. Kawhi hasn't even played.
No,
they don't have Kawhi or James Harden.
Which is why you need to have a win like this or else you don't feel great. Right now we're able to feel kind of great. You know? We're back.
Ruben, that's what I'm saying. Gabe can't help himself, bro, okay?
What I do?
Gabe can't help himself on X, okay? He gets in trouble on X, posts his picture of Sophie Cunningham, and all of a sudden...
No snow bunnies allowed on Twitter. All right?
Brady says, I'm excited for Portland to play the Suns team. When do we play? The Blazers. It's got to be soon, right?
We got a while. Late November, I think the 24th.
Yeah, so soon.
Well, 3 weeks.
Only in 18 days.
Book to Goose. Goose to the rack. Steps through. Kicks it out to Gillespie. Says, I'll shoot a white three. No good. Hey, yo, there's no foul against Dunn. He's not arm barring Dunn. Book for three. No good. Gillespie with the white rebound.
Oh, I love the effort.
And there's the foul on Bogdanovich. Thank you. Finally.
What is the 24th? The 24th is that's also a 10 p.m. game. I forgot about that. That was what's so special about those NBC games. 10 p.m.
That's insanity for you.
I'm not gonna.
You won't even be there for the beginning.
I'm not gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna be in bed. Bed stream for me. Yeah, 24th is a Monday. It's the Monday before Thanksgiving though, but I'll be in bed. Maybe I'll give you guys a bed stream for Burner.
You might be able to be there for the part where you go.
No, because
welcome to Suns Valley. Pwah, 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 pwah.
Yeah, maybe that part, bro.
And then
exactly.
snooze.
Because we seem to forget. It says 10 o'clock start time, but this is the NBA, so it'll really be 10:15 at that point. Romero says, why do you sleep so early? It's not early. Okay, Gabe, y'all and Gabe are just degenerates to stay up late.
Also, he's 2 hours ahead of you guys, so that's a big part of it. Bogdanovich navigating the screen. Does a Pinoy step.
I got to wake up early.
Yeah, and he's got to wake up super early. But it is better. It is better than what it used to be when Sundo would join the streams with his old schedule. His old schedule would be after games. He wouldn't get here until the end of the game, if that. And that was no good.
First of all, pause. Did Bogdanovich ever rub you off badly because he never wanted to play for us? To be honest with you, I don't remember any of that. So I don't know. Gabe have to remind me of that one. I don't think I was a Suns fan back then when that happened. Sundo UB rivaling. I haven't played Rivals in a minute, Brady, bro. Gabe's the big Marvel Rivals guy right now. I kind of went back to playing Overwatch with Mrs. Sundo. That's what I've been playing, is Overwatch and Helldivers. Feels like no, it's not an all-nighter. I'm going to bed here pretty soon. Then the only bitch play I know, he's got 5 with a positive. Gillespie at 1 point. I don't like that. Gillespie's been a good, consistent scorer off the bench, a 6th man, if you will, and he has not been that guy tonight. Ray says, I just can't click with Helldivers. Look, man, to each his own, but I love that game. I have a lot of fun. Liberty says, how is Helldivers Sundo? I mean, it's really just it just depends on like do you like shooting things and having fun and seeing explosions, and contributing to a game where things that you do actually matter and contribute to the entire community as a whole, then that's going to be a game for you. That's why I like it. It's a game that I can just be like, hey, I'll hop on for 40 minutes, do a mission or two, and done, right? So that's why I love it. If Sea of Thieves peak, I have not been on Sea of Thieves almost until the game came since the game came out. So no way. I don't play 2K. Nope. Sure don't. Suns better not let off. I want to see the rookies tonight. Yeah, that would be nice. Start of the fourth quarter, Gregory's bringing the ball up the court. Jalen Green, guarded by Christie. Jalen Green driving. Jalen Green, step back. Yumper. Good. Jalen Green eating, bro.
For all the negative Nancys out there that aren't Suns fans that are looking at us and saying, don't you know? He scored 39 in the first game versus the Warriors in the playoffs and then couldn't score more than 9 the rest of the games. Yeah, we know. That's not the point. Point is, our aspirations as Suns fans probably should be and seem to be making it to play-in, being a play-in team, being one of those teams that's like, you know, good enough to make the dance. That's all we're looking for. Because last season, with Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant and Coach Bud, we couldn't even muster that. And the year before that, we got swept by Rudy Gobert. So we have a different timeline that we're on. We don't need Jalen Green to carry us through or be playoff dominant ready at age 23. We have room for him to grow. That's why it's a great fit. That's why it's such a great fit for us. The other thing that I just don't think should go unnoticed, I don't think it's a coincidence that Goodwin, let's start with Goodwin. Goodwin looks better. Today wasn't a great game, but he's been looking better. Grayson's sweetly been looking better. Gillespie is developing. Book has looked better this year. I think it's true that Jordan Ott's offense is very good and conducive for good guard play. I think that is becoming understood as fact. Is that fair to say? So then you get Jalen Green in here, who's been practicing with the team all year for the most part. He just hasn't got to play in a real game. And you get to see, hey, you know, maybe if we're lucky, he'll have an outsized effect on Jalen Green and get Jalen Green to take his next step, because he's been stuck at 20 points a game for the last 3 years. So, shoot, 24 points a game, 23, 22 would be an improvement from the last few years. Can we get him that? Seemed like it tonight. The other thing we need to not forget is that this was the Clippers without Kawhi and Harden. So, grade it on a scale. Be happy and enjoy the hell out of this game, right? Like, I'm not trying to take this away from you. I'm excited about this win, but just remember, it's blown out of proportion a little bit because we were going up against Bogdan Bogdanović Jr., okay? Something named Telfort played against us. Okay? So, you know, it's exciting. It's not the greatest win we've ever had. It's not the greatest win we've had this season. that Spurs win takes the cake, but I just think it's such a positive vibe for the franchise going forward that Jalen Green's first game was like this. We're all in love with him. We've all got his back, but obviously, like some of you in the chat, we'll turn on him. And by we, I mean you'll turn on him. The first game he starts missing his shots and stuff, you guys will turn on him. Not all of you, but some. So just take this in stride. Let's go one step at a time, one game at a time. We're 4-5. I want to see where does that put us in the grand scheme of things. Bum bum bum, bada bum 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 type shit. We are 9th. All right, we are 9th, and we're 4 games out of first. Oklahoma City 8-1, but we are 9th right now. Mavericks have just dropped down to being the last team in the West. We play them. We play the Pelicans coming up here pretty soon as well. We play the Clippers again next game. It's not tomorrow, is it, folks? Do we have a back-to-back? Could somebody tell me in the chat if we've got a back-to-back? Psycho Hawk says aligned. Jalen Green seems very aligned. I'll tell you that. Dusty says Saturday. Okay, whoa. What time Saturday? What time? Please say day game. Please say day game. Please say day game. 8:30. That sucks because I have a Husker game, so that is probably going to have to be a Sundo only stream. A Sundo only fan stream. Okay? But obviously we'll work that out this week. Adrian Band says, what are we on track for record-wise this year? I don't even know. That type of math is well beyond what I can offer you. But I can tell you it feels like we're on pace to get more wins than last year. And that's all we were looking for. Because it was such a tough thing to understand or to imagine that we give up Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal and we're going to get better. But it is. It is possible, excuse me. And that's all we want. Get better. Start heading in the direction of a championship instead of sliding down the ladder, which is what we were doing last year and the year before. Toasty says it's awesome we have two gun scorers. If Book goes cold, go to Green and vice versa. Absolutely. It's a lot like, I mean, it's not a lot like, because it's a different player, but you had that with Kevin Durant, and maybe now we have it again. I think we have it again in a different type of scorer. This is a code-loving, rim pressure type scorer. Poison Ivy says, if Oso just stops playing, we are good. Man, that's going to be something to monitor all season. Will Jordan Ott move off of his devotion and love for Oso? Will he be able and willing to do it? I don't know. Just don't know. David Ray says, Google isn't showing the accurate points. How many points did Booker have tonight? Does anybody know what Book had tonight? I think, it did say that they were scheduled to come back on the 8th, or that 8th was their estimated time of returning. So I bet you on Saturday, this is going to be Suns versus Clippers with Kawhi and Harden. The Green had 29, Booker had 24. Does that sound about right? 9 for 20 from the three-point line for the two of them. Pretty good. It's over 40%. Just want to say like 44% about. Really good. Grayson with 18 points, your third leading scorer. 10 off the bench from Dunn. Dunn was pleasant off the bench. Ryan Dunn is not the type of dude that's going to give you any different type of output or energy if he comes off the bench. Now, I don't want him coming off the bench. I want him to be a starter, but he's going to go hard at all times. That's who he is. And so maybe having him off the bench could be a blessing in disguise. It's, at least for the Suns, you know. Royce. 17 points, 5 for 10. Somebody was in here talking a lot of shite about Royce O'Neal, weren't they? And I think it was Michael Romero. Are you still here, Michael? How do you feel about Royce? Because say what you want about him, man. The dude is shooting the skin off of the ball this season. So is Grayson. What up, Asia? Rookie Bear was talking crap about him last game. Okay, I mean, how do you feel? I'm not trying to, like, rub your nose in it. I want to know, genuinely, does this game change your mind at all? Do you see the vision with Royce of why he's out there? I would hate to see what our team looks like if we didn't have Grace and Royce, if we didn't have their steady three-point shooting game in and game out. What would that look like? Here's our coach. We'll have that for you. Any thoughts on Otts? Any Ott thoughts? So far, so good. Very high on this coach. Getting higher on him every day. Are you feeling the same? Even in losses, I haven't hated him. Now, obviously, guys, could there be a difference betwixt could there be like middle ground between I wish he wouldn't play Oso and he's not the right coach? Because I feel like some of you, not all, some of you guys, because of Oso getting more minutes than he should, and you're right about that, some of you are equating that to we have the wrong coach. And that seems like a bridge too far for me. Is that fair? Could we think like, hey, maybe we've got the right coach, but he's screwing up this whole Oso thing? Pac-Man said it should literally be Mark and Nick, to be honest. And then the third one could be Malwatch. Or if Mark's... So, you know how Nick Richards seems to have a great game and then a bad game and then a great game and then a bad game? And he can't be consistent with the great games. How about you try him first behind Mark, and if it seems like it's not going to be a Nick game, you let Malawatch try. Or, okay, then you go to Oso. Even that would be an upgrade. Rookie, I think the only person you could play Oso at the 4 alongside is Malawatch, if Malawatch proves he can hit threes. Until then, Oso at the 4 ain't going to work. Because then you saw what happened today. There was a point where he was in the corner at the 3-point line. They pass it to him, and he's like, I should be cutting because I'd like to do something with the ball, but I can't back there. And, it's out of bounds. Whoops. He's stuck in no man's land at the 4. He can't help the team at the 4 on offense. You can't even hide him in the corner. Because once he catches it, he'll have to sit there and wait until someone comes to get it, or he'll have to go give it to someone. It's like playing 5-on-4 offensively. Mala said every coach has one of those players that they like playing for no reason. It's true. I've yet to see a coach for the Suns that doesn't have one. I'm sure it's the same for other franchises, you know? Yeah, haunted. I mean, but then again, it's like, how many football players can't throw a tight, good spiral? A lot of them. The majority of them can't throw the football adequately enough to do it at a professional level. Shooting the basketball at a professional level is a great skill to have that 90% of the players in the league need to have, but there's 10% in the league that still get it done. Maybe 25% in the league even that can still be extremely helpful for the team. But Oso needs to grow so. Like, that's it, man. For his skill set, he needs to be bigger. And that ain't going to happen. You know? So? Yeah, the Suns won pretty big, Asia. The score at the end of the game wasn't crazy high, but it was... It would have looked a lot better if they didn't give away some of the lead, you know. I know you can throw it over the mountains, Burner, but not everybody. So Chris, what's his unique skill set? Outside of he's a good passer, what's his unique skill set? He's a good passer. And he's smart. So what's his unique skillet, as you said? Jake says, send Oso to the G League and let him develop. Have you seen his jumper, though? There's not much to develop. Everything that he does, he can already do at this professional level. He doesn't need to develop what he's got. He's got a professional skill set. It's just he's not big enough to implement it. He gets reached over the top. And he's not that short, but he's like 6'10" at center. He's not beefy. He's not long. He got beefier, but he's not long. So actual centers reach right up over the top of him and pluck rebounds over him. And ain't shit he can do about it. Or they turn, look at him, and put a little hook shot over him, and there ain't shit he can do about it. Ain't that a peach? He offensively he is a Ben Simmons haunted Kiwi, except he's not scared to attack the rim and try to dunk or shoot floaters. Ben Simmons is also mentally so unstable and so weak and so pathetic mentally that he's scared to even do the little around the rim stuff. He doesn't have that trait, but as far as ability, yeah. Yeah. In fact, Ben Simmons' jumper looks like Steph Curry's compared to Oso's. Rookie Bear says, cut him entirely then. This isn't a charity. You say that, but he's the backup. He's not the third stringer. He's not the fourth stringer. He's the main guy that comes in for Mark Williams. So we are a million miles away from cutting him. Burner, I'm super hyped about the Valley jersey coming back. I feel like we were away from it long enough. It's the greatest. It might be the greatest jersey of all time in sports, period. We need to wear that jersey. That needs to be a every year jersey. It's not just a every once in a while. It's that good. Just like our Sunburst. Our Sunburst jerseys and that jersey are so good, there's no reason to stray. We're one of the 5 most winningest franchises of all time in the NBA. We are a titleless blue blood, and it's okay for us to have some strong tradition that we don't stray from. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We have a dope jersey game that doesn't need to be tweaked just for a couple extra bucks. We got a teal jersey. Y'all want a teal jersey? Are you going to win in it? No. Then no, I don't want your teal jersey that won't even be a jersey next year. Oh, nice. Good luck, Asia. Who do you think wins that game? AZ Sports Guy says Jordan Ott keeps saying it, and I agree. It's a long season, 82 games. Malwash and Fleming will be getting regular minutes and contributing by Christmas. I certainly hope so. And I'll tell you this. If Oso was getting it done and Nick Richards was getting it done to a level that was satisfactory, I'd say keep Malawach and Fleming on the bench. I don't need to see him right now. I'm a results-oriented fan here. Jorge, it was a dope jersey. I liked it. It's just when I look back on it, it looks like a fake Suns jersey because it was worn for like 5 games and then retired. So like it's just, to me, you know, as someone who used to buy jerseys a lot, it's like I don't even know if I should buy any more jerseys because they're all just going to get replaced. They don't hold the same sort of meaning, you know. So yeah, I did like this. I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. I'm not like you. All right. I really liked the gray short sleeve jerseys. Not cut off, but short sleeves. Yeah, Sundo left early. He's got to get up early. Bro, Jake, I mean, yeah, at some point that might be interesting. I hope, as I'm sure most of you do, that Jalen Green will be so good for this team that we'll want to lock him up and keep him long term, but we don't know that yet. You know, I'd have to know that before I was going to get a jersey. I really hope that's how it works out. I don't want to say we deserve, but it would be nice after all of the failure that we had chasing veteran stars and trying to put together a quote-unquote super team. It'd be really cool if things just worked out in other ways, you know? Like I was thinking about the way that Beal and Book played together today. That's what we were supposed to get out of, Green and Book. That's what we were supposed to get out of Beal and Book. Their 2-man game as a 1 and a 2 was supposed to be what we saw tonight. And so I'm going to be just as happy, maybe happier, since he's a 23-year-old, that we're going to get that sort of production out of a backcourt. They look like they could be a special backcourt. They were sharing the ball with each other really good, and it was not sticking. And, you know, we'll see what happens. It was the Clippers again with nobody. None of their stars. Jake said, where do y'all think Ja is going after he goes? Well, after today, I can imagine no Suns fans are going to want to trade Jalen Green for Ja now. Yeah, Burner, I could see him going to the Kings. They would do it. They don't care. They don't give a rip about nothing but getting better players than they have because they're so in such a desperate spot. AZ Sports Guy says Mark Williams shot the 3 at 35% clip in college. And Malawach may be a decent three-point shooter. I didn't know that Mark Williams shot it in college. I need to go back and look at that. His jumper's not so bad. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Doesn't look perfectly natural, though, to be honest. Yeah, Junie, I'm sure. I don't think that game happens until the 24th of November, but I would hope and imagine by that game, you know. Yeah, AZ, I'm off of that hill for now. This first game showed me that okay, it can look great. Like, I wasn't expecting Jalen Green to be so hot from three, and I don't expect him to always be this hot. He was like, there was basically no doubt. It looked like he was putting up perfect green beans when he shot. Ball was arcing. It was in a straight line with the rim. It came down soft and hit nothing but net. Here's our guy. All right, baby girl, hold on. Well, guys, great game. I don't think any of us could have asked for anything more, other than some of you guys might have been freaking out a little bit at halftime when we were down 3 points, acting like it was the end of the world. But one thing I've learned about Coach Ott, and I'm sure you've learned it too, is this team doesn't give up. That's not always going to mean that they always win, but it does mean that they basically always never give up, which is another thing, obviously, we've been hoping for. It's something we were promised by Brian Gwegowy, and he wasn't lying. That's something, right? It's something that we were promised by Matt Ishbia, and he wasn't lying so far. So it's just cool, man. We're on the right track, right? This is cool. Like, we've won 3 out of our last 4 games. That's cool. Almost 500. That's cool. We've got Clippers on Friday. Dylan Brooks still out. See, I think you guys can see this here on the screen. It should say that James Harden and Kawhi are both estimated to return on the 8th. I'd be happy if only one of them comes back. But look at the matchup predictor, right? Before this game, the matchup predictor said we were going to win by like a 61% chance before this game today, and now their game is, they think they're going to take that one from us. So we'll see what Vegas thinks, obviously. In fact, I wonder if I can look that far into the future. I don't think I can. But man, any other thoughts, you guys, on this game? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Y'all's talking about the Dodgers, I see. Matt said, I'd like to see more plays for good old Mark Williams. He can be a better threat if the chemistry is more refined. Yeah, dude, that's something that I'm hoping continues to get better. I hope that the offense doesn't neglect its centers, since it's more of a guard offense. You know, I don't know, Chris. Book's back on his shit now. I'm not really questioning anything about Book right now. I know Dragic was great, but Book's definitely a higher level scorer. Later, rookie. See you Saturday. It might just be Sundo. I hate to break it to you. It might just be Yundo. And you guys will get to see how flustered he gets running a stream by himself. Oh, please do fluster him. please fluster him. All right? I want people being like, yo, fix the scoreboard's not working. Where's the score when it's not working, you know? VIP, let's get it. Let's get hot under his collar. Oh, you're trying to play me for a fool, Chris. Well, I might have said something like that, but I'm not going to cop to it. We'll see, Burner. We'll see. That's a good question. Whitus Fun. YT is fun. YouTube is fun. Says, whose minutes does D. Brooks take? I think it's going to be Royce or Goose. Don't you think it would be Goose because of height and defense? Man, that's a great question. Because this team is humming right now without Dylan Brooks taking 25 shots a game. And believe you me, okay? Let it be known. I want this on the record. Just because Green is back and we're cooking right now and we're in a rhythm, that does not mean that Dylan Brooks won't come back and take his 25 shots a game. It won't really be 25, but it'll be 20. Just want to put that out there. How is that going to work? You know? No, Toasty. He's got a groin injury. I think the big Bambino hurt his groin, potentially. Look that up. Okay? That's a doozy. I'd be shocked if Burner didn't know about that. You don't think he takes too much? Okay, Mona. All right. Well, you know. We'll see if you feel that way when Jalen Green and Booker both on the court. Trying to get their shots up. Yeah, Matt, but you forget Oso's going to be the one in there half of the time trying to get those offensive rebounds. No? Either way, folks, great stream. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We hit 185 likes. That was super dope. I don't know if there's 15 left of you that haven't hit it, but hit the likes. Maybe we can get to 200. We'll see you guys Saturday. Might be Sundo only, but that could be fun. Until Saturday, Suns win! Suns win, baby! Jalen Green's gonna be the MVP of the regular season. And then, and then Booker's gonna be the MVP of the finals. And we're gonna win the Super Bowl, so just relax.